The AFL has just released a statement and it's confirmed an umpire has been arrested in relation to suspicious betting activity linked to round-by-round betting on this year's Brownlow. General Counsel
A betting scandal has rocked the AFL world tonight with an umpire among 4 men arrested in police raids. Rochelle Brown is following the developments in Melbourne. Rochelle.
The AFL umpire at the centre of an alleged betting scandal has been identified as he faces the prospect of being charged of sports corruption. Let's go to Georgia Simpson outside AFL headquarters in Melbourne. George, bring us up to speed.
AFL is being rocked by a Brownlow betting scandal with allegations this season's votes were leaked. Victoria's Police's Sporting Integrity Intelligence Unit is now involved in the investigation. Amber Johnston.
All of the recent events have sparked one question: should umpires be the official voters of the Brownlow Medal? The Brownlow Medal is considered the highest individual award in the AFL. Players' careers are highlighted by the fact that they've won a Brownlow Medal. But what if it's all wrong? There are 2 other high-achieving awards that are similar to the Brownlow Medal, but are voted upon by different sets of people. The AFL Players Association's Most Valuable Player Award, otherwise known as the Lee Matthews Trophy, is voted upon by the players themselves. And the AFL Coaches Association's Champion Player of the Year Award, which is voted upon by the coaches. So, what are the differences between these awards, and why do I bring them up? Well, the difference is that they don't take into account fairness. You know how the Brownlow takes into account how players display fairness, such as sportsmanship and respect? Wait, they don't, do they? They just created the rule that if an individual gets suspended, they become ineligible to win the award, which gives the AFL an excuse to put the word fairness in the description of the Brownlow Medal. I've never thought of it like that before. The next part is, why do I bring these awards up? It's because it offers a new perspective. From the umpire's perspective, not only do they have to have chosen 3 players that have stood out throughout the game, but they also have to officiate the game and coordinate decisions with themselves and other umpires. And this is why people have begun to bring up the fact that the Lee Matthews and the Champion Player Awards are more significant. Coaches and players have a 100% focus on the game. They can identify who is dominating the game, whether it is from their team or the opposition. I've also decided to bring these up because it asks the question, should these medals replace the Brownlow Medal? It's a good question, but we must look at one more thing to answer it: the similarities between the awards. A common idea that is brought up with the Brownlow Medal is the fact that it's associated with midfielders. It's the midfielders award nowadays. And this may be because the umpires have a closer view at stoppages of play, which 95% of the time always include midfielders. This must mean that the AFL Players Association's MVP award and the AFL Coaches Association's Champion Player Award include a diverse range of forwards, midfielders, and defenders. Let's just say you'd be wrong. In the last 20 years, 3 players who were not midfielders have won the Coaches Champion Player Award, and 1 player who was not a midfielder has won the Players MVP Award. So what does all of this mean? Are all 3 of these awards midfielders awards? Because in the last 20 years, only 5 players out of 64 winners of these 3 awards were not midfielders. This must mean that there is no reason to rule out the umpires as the official voters of the Brownlow Medal, because we have clear evidence that no matter who votes, it will always be a midfielder. One last thing I want to cover is, what if these awards were held to the same standard as the Brownlow Medal? I ask this because not many people know who has won this award over the past decades, and these awards aren't given the same spotlight as the Brownlow. Like, did you know Paul Roos was the only defender to win one of these awards? Did you know that Wayne Carey won the Lee Matthews Trophy twice? Couple that with 2 premierships and 7 All-Australians, and you've got yourself a top 10 player of all time. Did you know Nat Fyfe won 2 Lee Matthews Trophies to go with his 2 Brownlow medals? And the least surprising fact of them all, Gary Ablett, along with his 2 Brownlow medals, 2 premierships and 8 All-Australian selections, won 3 Coaches Champion Player Awards and 5 Lee Matthews trophies. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I plan on doing many more of these discussion type videos, so comment down below what other topics you want to see me cover. Also comment any other video ideas you want to see me do just in general. At the time of making this video, I am nearly at 300 subscribers, so make sure to subscribe to help grow the channel. Only a small percentage of people that are currently watching are subscribed. If everyone watching right now subscribed, we'd be well over 1,000 subscribers. It's free and you can always change your mind later. Thanks for watching the video.